What's up, everyone? Welcome to BTI. I'm Josh Matthews. That's Gia Miller. And what?
It's my Christmas dress. I made it myself.
You made the actual, like, you made the dress? Like, you sewed?
Yeah, I made the whole thing.
Okay, this is a little impressive.
Okay, yay.
You didn't make anything for me?
Oh, I didn't think you were festive at all. Oh, wait.
Good point. That's fair. That's fair.
Didn't you dress up as an elf one year?
Many moons ago.
Somebody dig that up. Tweet it at me.
At the behest of a crazy billionaire. We have so much to get to this week, folks, on BTI. But Gia, I think we'll go back to the main event from last week. Great, we got to talk about Hard to Kill on January 13th, but...
Yep, let's start with that main event. The World Tag Team Championships. They were on the line. Oh yeah, you see my daggers. But this time the major players, they were banned from ringside. Could Heath and Rhino retain their championships against the Motor City Machine Guns? Let's find out.
Oh. Heath and Rhino, listen, it's been a feel-good story for about 6 years now, all across pro wrestling. But when you get into a fight, a real fight with Heath and Rhino, these two get nasty.
Ain't nothing pretty about it. They don't need it to be pretty. They just need it to be effective, and that's led them to tag team gold in multiple promotions around the world.
There's the bulk of the 5 count there, and Rhino plenty ticked off here in this matchup. There's, again, I've said it many times, there's a lot of mutual respect, but when it comes to competition, as you know, as a former tag team champion, when the bell rings, all bets are off.
Oh, there used to be an old saying in the back, you know, to anybody that you did have a friendly relationship, you apologize before you walk through the curtain because you know you're going to hurt your buddy. Sometimes you hit your friends and your compatriots a little bit harder than you hit your enemies.
That's absolutely the case. Right now, the lower back of Alex Shelley's got to be on fire. Back elbow there. Rhino positioning himself at least a little bit as in between Shelley and Sabin, trying to prevent Shelley from making a tag. Oh, and a knee right to the ribs. Tag.
And it all affects that core of Alex Shelley, the ribs, the lower back, the lumbar, the spine. It all works together. Nobody knows that better than Alex Shelley, who's got a vast education in physical therapy and physiotherapy, knows the human body very, very well. So he knows exactly what's being done to his.
He's going to need a lot of physical therapy after this match, I'll tell you that much. Oh, big right hand by Heath. And now look at this, Sabin just untying Shelley from the corner as Heath was adjusting his knee pad underneath his pants.
And that's a good partner, freeing your tag team partner.
Face first into the middle turnbuckle.
Lights out for Heath. Great turnaround there from Shelley. This is the opening he has needed for the last several minutes.
Sabin reaching for a tag. Shelley trying to get to his partner in the corner, and Rhino's made a tag thanks to Heath, and Rhino takes away the tag option of Chris Sabin.
Yes, a little payback earlier too for what Sabin tried to do to Rhino earlier in the matchup.
Look at that. You talked about all the damage done to the midsection, the core of Shelley. Oh! Rhino continues the assault.
Just peppering the ribs of Alex Shelley here. And now back to the bear hug, just trying to squeeze that life out of one half of the Motor City Machine Guns.
And again, Shelley sent off into the ropes there, but a quick shot there, and Rhino takes a shot at Heath, but Heath trying to keep Shelley in his partner's corner. Shelley
fighting back here. Fighting for his life, fighting for tag team gold.
Oh, tags made! Heath to meet Sabin.
Good thing Shelley's out of there. You wouldn't want to get your gore with those injured ribs, but Sabin lighting things up here.
And now Sabin to the outside. Oh, and a kick to Rhino.
Trying to tenderize the War Machine, and now off the top rope here.
Cross body to win the tag team titles, and a kick out.
Sabin here trying to make the Guns here champ, double champ. I don't know. Any number of possibility here. We'll talk about that later.
Just write Barrasso a check and be done with it.
Easy now. Oh, God.
Heath and Sabin lighting each other up in a big forearm shiver there by the former Impact World Champion Sabin.
Trying to add another bit of hardware to his already incredible resume.
Look at Shelley into the matchup. 2-on-1 opportunity for the Guns. DDT by Saban.
You saw that. That was great tag team work. Ducking the clothesline led right to the DDT. And look at this.
Look.
My God.
Some kind of Cirque du Soleil and a DDT to Heath. Here's the cover to win the titles on. It's broken up. Heath kicked out. Rhino was there as well.
Just in the nick of time, but can we talk about how 16 years in, the Machine Guns are still changing the game every time they step between the ropes.
Now Rhino had a hold of his opponent for a moment. The Guns dropped the War Machine.
Double super kick puts Rhino on his back. Heath still isolated here.
Oh! Kicks in the corner. Now Heath back up. Saban's got a hold of him, thinking about skull and bones. Oh no!
Great turnaround there from Heath, using partners against each other. But oh, it's a Gore! He got him!
Shelley was trying to get the attention of the official. Saban was trying to intervene, and that left Saban vulnerable. Heath the cover.
To retain!
Oh, and a kick out!
And my God, Tom, when was the last time we saw somebody kick out of a Gore?
I can only imagine. I mean, granted, a few moments passed, so maybe.
Just enough.
Maybe just enough.
Just enough time for Saban to get his wits about him, but I don't know if he'll be able to do that on a second time.
And Rhino goes for another Gore. Saban, shoulders down. The Guns win their third Impact World Tag Team Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, the new Impact World Tag Team Champions, the Motor City Machine Guns.
The greatest tag team in the history of Impact Wrestling. Stuns, Heath, and Rhino.
And the look etched on Heath's face is similar to the look on many in the audience here, and including myself, the shock of just how quickly this one turned around. But we have new Impact World Tag Team Champions.
They are champs. All the gold on Saban and Shelley this evening here on Access TV. A phenomenal performance by Heath and Rhino. Thank God the major players were banned from ringside.
Oh, stop it.
Congratulations to the new champions, the Motor City Machine Guns.
Well, we have new World Tag Team Champions.
I mean, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, two of the best, right? I
Yeah.
mean, of all time here in
No
Impact
question.
Wrestling, go back in the lineage of TNA. Those guys are absolutely amazing. And once again, Impact Wrestling World Tag Team Champions. So much to get to here tonight, folks, including action that'll get started right here on BTI. It'll be knockouts action when Taylor Wilde takes on KiLynn King in singles competition. Plus more highlights from Impact Wrestling from last week. Don't go anywhere, guys. BTI rolls on right after this. Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome back to BTI as we get ready for an all-new Impact Wrestling. But Gia, let's head back to the Impact Zone.
Yeah, and last week it was Eddie Edwards versus Delirious. What would happen when these two would come face to face in an Impact Wrestling ring? Let's look back and find out right now.
Face to mask.
Oh, yeah, good. Okay, I'll give you that one.
Got the Cobra stretch.
And Eddie Edwards in a bad way now, trying to roll him back.
Shoulders down. Edwards gets the pin. Caught in the Cobra stretch.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Eddie Edwards.
Enough familiarity allowed Eddie Edwards to find a way out of that situation.
Oh, it worked both ways. Delirious found his way through that Tiger Driver into the submission, but Eddie saw that coming as well. Countered into a roll-up of his own. And I mean, no ifs, ands, or buts. This was a great contest between two incredible athletes.
Now can Eddie Edwards move forward here in Impact Wrestling?
Another notch, another memento from his past brushed away.
Sign of respect there from Delirious.
maybe, just maybe, reciprocated here from Eddie Edwards in a bit of a shocking turn of events here. Old friendships reborn again, perhaps. A surprising move from Edwards here.
Oh! Oh, come on! To no surprise, this is the true Eddie Edwards die-hard driver!
Well, to get rid of your past, you don't shake hands, you have to make it die hard, and that's what Edwards is doing with Delirious right here. You gotta snuff the past out.
All right, wait a minute. There's Yuya Uemura, who's been the tag team partner recently of Delirious. This was a hard-fought matchup. Eddie going after Delirious after the fact. Yuya trying to help him out. Edwards takes down Uemura.
Edwards shuts that down and now refocuses his attention on the attack at Delirious. Former partner, former friend.
Oh, wait a minute. He's going for the mask. He's
The
going for the
ultimate
mask of
sign of
Delirious.
disrespect here to any mask-wearing wrestler. And this is another level here, Tom.
And one of the most respected men in Eddie Edwards' career. And look at what he's doing to him. Wait a minute!
Hold up!
The Octopus! The Foundation! Jonathan Gresham is here in Impact Wrestling!
We haven't seen Gresham since earlier this year. We know there's unfinished business between him and Eddie Edwards, but this, nobody could have seen this coming.
All three with mutual ties. If you know anything about Jonathan Gresham, he will not stand for this type of dishonor. This type of disrespect. Look at what Eddie Edwards has stirred up. Jonathan Gresham is back.
So Jonathan Gresham returns to Impact Wrestling. Jonathan Gresham has signed with Impact Wrestling, so now we're going to wait and see what he has in mind and in store for everyone here on the Impact roster. Speaking of people who have things on their minds, that's Bully Ray, as he'll challenge for the World Championship January 13th at Hard to Kill. But Bully was in action last week against John Skyler.
Not only that, but also Bully Ray avoiding being called out by Josh Alexander last week. The Walking Weapon wanted to do that earlier on tonight. Scott D'Amore said this isn't going to happen 2 weeks in a row. So the champion listening to Scott D'Amore. Meanwhile, Tommy Dreamer trying to apologize to Josh Alexander. Oh, and a pile driver by Bully Ray. Bully takes out Skyler.
Here's your winner, Bully Ray!
Bully Ray takes care of business quickly.
And almost the antithesis of what occurred last week.
I stuck up for you. I vouched for you, for everybody in that locker room. And if you don't think everybody saw it coming except one gullible person, it was me. Because I thought for once in your life you had changed. And you know what's going to happen to you? You're going to get your ass kicked by Josh Alexander at Hard to Kill. I am a 50-year-old man who isn't gonna be part of your negativity. What I'm looking at you face to face is, I am not here to fight you. I am here to tell you that our friendship is done. And the other part of it, we still have to work together on Busted Open. Cool. You do your thing, I'm doing my thing. And like I said, at Hard to Kill, you'll get yours. Because again, you wanna make me look like a fool? Great. Shame on me for trusting you. I will never have anything ever to do with you again, except for when we're working on the radio or we're doing stuff in the back. Thank you very much. And I'm here to tell you this in front of everybody, because you want to put everybody on the spot. So bitch, I just put you on the spot.
One more thing. Remember about a month and a half, 2 months ago, the kid Ace Austin? Remember when he got laid out in the back? You stupid son of a bitch. Of course it was me. Of course it was me. And I knew you would go to bat for me. And I knew that you would stick up for me. So I did the same thing to you that I've done to everybody else. I used you and got exactly what I wanted. The truth hurts, Tommy, and I can see the tears coming out of your eyes. You call me a bitch? You're crying on television, you bitch!
You know why I'm crying? Besides what's going on with my mom in the hospital.
I don't give a shit about your mother!
You son of a bitch. You know what I deal with every single night when I go to bed. You know those scars I put on your head. You know that piece of your ear that I ripped off. You know that big ass scar you have on your arm is because of me, and I gotta deal with mental health for stuff that I've gone through in this business. And I know I'm not a normal person, but I did it because I loved it. And I fight these feelings every day. But you know what? You son of a bitch. A long time ago, I was the innovator of violence. And motherfucker, you wanna do this? Let's do this right here, right now.
It just breaks my heart to see Tommy cry like that. It seems that they're, after all this time, after everything they've been through, they are going their separate ways, but maybe it's for the best.
We'll see what the future holds for Bully Ray, Tommy Dreamer, the World Championship, hard to kill. So many things at play in Atlanta on January the 13th. A lot of things in play here on Impact Wrestling, including action that'll take place when Taylor Wilde takes on KiLynn King. Don't go anywhere, guys. BTI rolls on right after this. Welcome back to BTI, everyone, as we get ready for an all-new Impact Wrestling. We hope you're enjoying your holiday season, and we're going to bring you some holiday cheer tonight. You know who's not cheery? Sami Callihan.
Yeah,
Never, ever.
Never, and
It's like the
especially
Grinch.
not with what's happening right now. See, last week he sought out some retribution from the design after everything that's been going on with him and Angels and all of that debacle. But when it comes to the design, is it ever really going to be singles action? Let's take a look.
There by Angels. Angels going up top. Frog splash.
Beautifully done.
Cover. Oh, and a kick out.
Angels none too pleased. And who could blame him? Because take a look at this beautiful frog splash from Angels. Boom. And into the cover, but it was not enough to put Callihan away.
And now Angels is going to the top turnbuckle. Has got Callihan down, trying to figure out how he can end this matchup and get the win. Oh, went for another frog splash. Nobody home.
Second time was not the charm. In this case, thumbs down, says Callihan.
Cactus Driver 97.
Got him.
Cover. Callihan beats one of the design.
Here's your winner, the Death Machine, Sami Callihan.
Sami Callihan with a measure of revenge. But look at Diener looking on.
The stillness remains, but the attitude very, very different in the eyes of Diener, who can be none too pleased with this outcome. A measure of revenge for the Death Machine here with the design.
And now Callihan staring right at Diener. Oh, and it's Khan assaulting Callihan from behind.
And as it's always been, perhaps as it always will be, the numbers game of the design.
Callihan was trying to get his hands on Diener, and now it's Khan pulverizing Callihan.
The monster of the design. Just leveling blows down on the Death Machine as Diener makes his way into the ring here to conduct the action.
saying, I'm sorry to Diener. Oh, and Diener directing traffic. Khan holds him up and gives some revenge to Angels.
Diener here literally designing the destruction of the death machine.
Callahan, the virus that caused the sickness inside Violent by Design. Diener eliminated that sickness. Is he on his way to eliminating the death machine?
Sami Callihan secures the win, but it was after the match that has everyone buzzing and the Design doing what they do best, using the numbers advantage, taking out Sami Callihan, and we'll see how Sami retaliates sooner rather than later, we're sure, knowing Sami Callihan. So much happening here in Impact Wrestling, folks, including the tag team division, which is red hot. We talked about the Motor City Machine Guns last week becoming the new Impact Wrestling World Tag Team Champions. The major players weren't involved in that, but so did Decay. What would happen when those teams clashed last week?
We are back here on Impact Wrestling and Access TV. The major players trying to put away Decay. Here's a cover by Myers. Tarus kicks out.
Two nice, handsome, giving, charitable young lads. It's being punished.
Myers knees right to the spine here. There's the cover. Shoulders down and a kick out by Black Tarus.
You have to imagine whoever wins that main event later tonight, coming out with the Impact World Tag Team titles, are going to have to go face to face with the major players who are definitely going to want to get theirs.
Possibly. We'll see how things go down the line. Great action here tonight in the greater Fort Lauderdale, Florida area. We hope you'll join us in the greater Orlando area in January as Impact Wrestling presents New Year's Revolution on Friday, January 20th, and on Saturday the 21st. Tickets are on sale now at ImpactWrestling.com. That was incredible.
Tarus. Steve, I mean, he's reaching for the tag, but
Tag.
Tarus finally has to make the tag to Steve, who is hopefully recovered. Look, explodes into the ring now with Cardona here. And Steve looking good so far.
Again, Crazy Steve, a blow to the back of the head, courtesy of the X-Division champion Trey Miguel before the break.
I told you.
Taking a bite out of Cardona and a shot there to Myers. He's talked about the major players being in the future. Remember, the tag team champions are after tonight. Maybe it's Decay if they get a win here.
Could be.
Up, shoulders down. Oh, and a kick out. A flatliner by Crazy Steve. Shoulders down, tucks the arm, broken up by Myers.
Just in the nick of time. Great wherewithal there from Myers.
And Tarus over the top. Oh, forearm shiver. Oh. Kick to the middle rope causes a low blow.
Perfectly scouted there by the most professional wrestler. And no, don't let him do it. Don't let him do it.
Oh, and a shot to the back of the head. I talked about the assault by Trey Miguel before the break. And look at the double team attack by the major players. Cardona and Myers beat Decay.
Here are your winners, the major players.
You may disagree with how it went down, but a smart move nonetheless to attack that already injured neck of Crazy Steve and close this one out for the major players.
We have a new challenger here on BTI. KiLynn King will face off against Taylor Wilde. Plus, it's our social media top 5 clapback moment of the week, Iceman Intel, and more. Don't go anywhere. BTI rolls on after this.
Welcome back to BTI as we get ready for an all-new Impact. What are you doing?
I'm just feeling in the Christmas spirit. I'm singing to the carols in my head.
You have songs playing in your head?
I didn't wear my jingle bells because I figured Greg would probably hate me because the microphone's right here.
What are we, like, best friends? What are you talking about this for? We have to talk about wrestling.
Oh, yeah, social media top 5.
The G hour. It's not
Sorry.
GTI.
I don't know.
It's BTI.
Maybe we should change it. What do you guys think? Should we change it to GTI?
Why don't we ask Melissa, the fake assistant, who
Melissa?
is nowhere,
Write that down.
is nowhere
At
to
least
be
you
found.
acknowledge her existence. Social media top 5.
There it is.
And now, the social media top 5 moments on BTI. Number 5.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. Giselle Shaw looks to reunite with Deonna Purrazzo.
Number 4.
Jonathan Gresham returns to Impact Wrestling to confront Eddie Edwards.
Number 3.
We have new Impact World Tag Team Champions in the Motor City Machine Guns.
Number 2.
Mickie James and Jordynne Grace have both signed the dotted line, and it's all official for Hard to Kill.
And at number 1.
A breakup that was a long time coming. Tommy Dreamer finally snaps on Bully Ray.
So from the good to the bad, the awesome to Gia's dress.
Awesomer.
Maybe people are going to talk about that.
Yeah, wait, not on the clapback.
Could be.
You know what,
Could be.
next week
Dear
this is
Gia,
on the top 5.
ridiculous.
You know what?
Awful.
I hope you get coal in your stocking.
Rated F. All right, well, here's the clapback moment of the week. I hope it's about Gia's dress.
The clapback moment of the week is...
She might not have a dog in this fight, but the Petty Queen will still get her 2 cents in.
You know, Josh, I don't know why you have to be so cold.
I see what you did.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
Cold, mean, cruel, cruel intentions.
Yes.
Icy.
And then they have your picture right there. Oh, you're talking about Iceman.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What were you talking about?
Nothing.
Just being cold?
Just someone. No one.
Wait, tell me, what,
You!
what about me?
Icy, cold, mean?
Yeah,
That's
I'm
you.
setting you up for getting us to Iceman Intel.
How many times are we gonna do this?
Oh, well, God willing, about 10 more years. I got a kid to put through college.
All right, yep, I got my debts to pay off. So let's just take it to Iceman.
Welcome to Iceman's Intel. I'm George Iceman. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. A month ago, Sami Callihan defeated Eric in a very gruesome match. It set up a domino effect, a series of wild events. A few weeks later, we saw Diener with a knife take out Eric once and for all, and becoming the new leader of that faction. In fact, he changed the name to The Design. Well, last week, we saw Sami Callihan defeat Angels from The Design, but that did not go over very well. You see, strength in numbers, and Sami Callihan was laid out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, my sources are telling me, I'm getting phone calls and texts that Sami was upset, extremely livid. And tonight, he's coming out to the middle of the ring to call out The Design. Now, he is called the Death Machine, but this seems to me like a death wish. Many don't even like Sami behind closed doors. So who is gonna have his back? I guess we'll all have to tune in tonight and find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest set for one fall, introducing first, from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, KiLynn Wilde.
Ray, well, I know it's a bit of a cliche statement, but we're literally about to take a walk on the wild side with Taylor Wilde. There's a part of her personality that I think Impact Wrestling fans are seeing for the first time tonight here on BTI. What's your first impression?
Yeah, I mean, they always say there's different sides. There's 2 sides at least to every person out there. We're going to see a little bit of, some might call it the darker side of Taylor Wilde. I just call it the more interesting, the more developed side of Taylor Wilde. She's in touch with the witchier side of things, which isn't the storybooks you've heard, everybody. There's so much more to this side of Taylor Wilde that you're going to come to see over the coming weeks and months, and I can't wait for you to take, no pun intended, the ride.
I'm really glad that you acknowledge that people have different sides, because I found you to be two-faced for years.
Oh, well, yeah, I've been very upfront about that. I have no problem admitting that. I just hope everybody can appreciate the newest Taylor Wilde.
Her opponent from Painesville, Ohio, KiLynn.
Even hear the excitement in Old Man Penzer's voice. KiLynn King ready for action here on BTI. Very well traveled considering she's still so new in professional wrestling.
Yeah, making waves all over the pro wrestling world. I've had the chance to call KiLynn King several times. A very impressive athlete who hits here on BTI.
I'm excited about this one. For the first time ever, it's King versus Wilde, and it gets started next here on BTI. Thank you for joining us here on Impact Plus, YouTube, and Facebook. It's the first time ever matchup in the Knockouts division. Taylor Wilde one-on-one with KiLynn King.
And this one is going to be a very interesting clash of not only personalities, clash of styles, but and also literal. You see the height difference here with KiLynn King standing several inches taller than Taylor Wilde. That's going to be a physical mountain that Wilde would climb. But look at this attitude, this energy coming, this intensity from Wilde.
Now Wilde goes right after KiLynn King. Single leg takedown there on King. King is 6'1" officially, and that is an advantage a lot of knockouts do not have here in Impact Wrestling, and using that right now against Wilde.
That's right. Feeling very confident in the moment, but do not count someone like Taylor Wilde, the vast experience that she has.
Oh, drop kick out of the corner by King. Here's the cover, hook to the leg, and a kick out. King, who has had opportunities, as you mentioned before the break, on New Japan Strong, also in NWA and AEW, as I talked about. She debuted in 2018 and has certainly made some waves in a very short amount of time.
Yeah, I actually had the honor of calling KiLynn King versus
Wilde, shoulders down, kick out.
KiLynn King took on Stardom champion Mayu Iwatani in a hell of a match as a part of their collaboration with New Japan Pro Wrestling, and she's just been making waves everywhere she goes, and now here in Impact Wrestling.
Oh, now look at Wilde. Oh my God, the leg around the throat of King using the top rope and breaks before the count of 5. That was creative.
And that's exactly who Taylor Wilde is. On the outside, you see nothing but kind of this witchy appearance. But I can tell you from experience that a real life witch, Wicca, if you will, is more than just some of the things you've read about in fantasy stories. It's someone who's in tune with the ways of nature and earth and can really come in tune with the entire universe. And if someone's able to do that, they can be very dangerous. But right now, KiLynn King taking off.
King proving how dangerous she can be, but Wilde, look at Wilde rebound quickly on the outside.
Immediate recovery there from Taylor Wilde, who turns this one around right on the floor, driving the head of KiLynn King into the mat.
KiLynn King is down, and now Taylor Wilde stalking her opponent.
You have to almost wonder if Wilde was drawing King to the outside there in order to hit that DDT and completely turn this matchup around.
Taylor Wilde, of course, a former Knockouts World Champion, 2-time Knockouts World Tag Team Champion, of course, one half of the inaugural Knockouts World Tag Team Champions. On the move here against KiLynn King, and takes down King. Oh, what a clothesline.
And just for a second there is the power of KiLynn King coming to fruition once again.
Cover, hook to the leg here and a kick out. KiLynn King, who was trained by Impact Hall of Famers Team 3D and an Impact legend, Kip James, who I think a lot of people nowadays are calling Daddy Ass.
You've been waiting to say that one on TV for a while, haven't you, Tom?
Well, we respect our Impact legends.
Absolutely.
Shoulder driven right into the midsection of Taylor Wilde.
And KiLynn King is taking control of this matchup once again after a hell of a flurry of offense from Taylor Wilde. It's going to come down to the ferocity here of King. Oh. Taylor Wilde's going to have to rely on the experience factor, that all those accolades you referenced just moments ago, to bring her to victory here. But right now, it is all King.
It's a big night in the Knockouts division here in Impact Wrestling. The main event of Impact Wrestling on Access TV this evening is Tasha Steelz and Savannah Evans up against Mickie James and the Knockouts World Champion Jordynne Grace, who are opponents come hard to kill 3 weeks from tomorrow in Atlanta.
And, you know, every time opponents for a big match get together and tag, it always goes smooth, right? It always goes perfectly well. Can't wait to see that one. But right now, the Knockouts action is off the charts as well.
There's a cover off the suplex and a kick out by Wilde.
And something I want to point out here with KiLynn King, you know, for showing up here in Impact, facing someone with the resume of Taylor Wilde, the confidence, the air of confidence about KiLynn King has been very impressive so far. Normally, a very intimidating situation for some, and KiLynn King is taken like a fish to water.
Now King, caught with a kick there by Wilde. Wilde, who made her return back in October, had Bound for Glory. Oh my goodness! What a kick by King.
And that's what you have to watch out with KiLynn King. She has those devastating kicks, those long legs.
Oh, both women thinking the same thing. Wilde and King down.
Even playing field for both wrestlers here. But an opening for Taylor Wilde, who's been on the back foot for a few minutes.
Count of 5 here by the official. Both after the count of 10 to get back up to their feet here so this matchup can continue. Oh, knee right to the midsection, and the ferocity of Wilde. Oh, maybe think about the Wilde ride there.
It's given her a lot of success before, but King saw it coming.
One for the pump kick. Crossbody by Wilde. Here's the cover. Shoulders down, kick out.
KiLynn King does not want to spoil this opportunity, though. Another snap suplex here, rolling through.
Oh, and now look at this.
Right into a submission here.
Into a guillotine of sorts.
But when you're down on the ground like that, it's even harder to breathe than a standard guillotine. It's a great move by KiLynn King here to get to a vertical base, to try to almost turn this into a bear hug, and now driving Wilde into the corner.
Wilde driven spine first into the turnbuckles. Here comes KiLynn King.
And not stopping yet. Continues that momentum, driving the elbow.
Oh, wait a minute. Up on the shoulders. KiLynn King using her strength, using her size to her advantage. There's the cover to put away Wilde, and a kick out.
Wilde staying in this one. KiLynn King hitting some of her best shots here. What's it gonna take?
Look at this, setting up for a pump handle, and now it's Wilde. Oh, turned it around, shot right to the back.
Oh! Nasty kick there from Taylor Wilde.
Wilde! Big drop kick, down goes King.
Just shotgunning King into the buckle there.
Oh! A vicious neck breaker by Wilde. Wilde puts away King.
Here's your winner, Taylor Wilde.
Taylor Wilde gets an important victory here in the Knockouts division. Last time we saw her was competing in the last rodeo of Mickie James. Returns here to BTI. A new look, a new attitude, showing the Impact fans really what Taylor Wilde is all about. Great effort by KiLynn King, but Wilde, your winner. For more on tonight's action, let's check in with Matthews and Miller.
What a way to get the night started. Taylor Wilde showing a little bit of a dark side, right?
Yeah, this is a new edge to Taylor Wilde.
I once studied witchcraft.
You don't say it.
Yeah, I do say it.
No wonder you're soulless.
Yeah, exactly. It's a strange spells and cauldrons and.
I hear they do that in this business.
Yes, a lot. Yeah, it's pretty wild, eh? See what
pretty
I did there? That was amazing. It's gonna be a wild night
Yes, it
tonight
certainly
on
is.
Impact Wrestling.
I hope everyone has a wild Christmas. That's what I'm looking for.
Oh, that's right. This is the last time we'll see everybody before. Why don't you? You know what? Here, let's put some snow in After Effects. So it's snowing, and Gia's gonna tell everyone about her Christmas, her holiday festivities, and
I'm
say
making a
goodnight.
turkey, and guys,
You got this.
hope you have a great holiday.
Music's playing.
Yeah.
Snow's
I
falling.
hope you have all of
drones
the love
with lights. They
and
gonna
all
sing?
of the peace. Oh, holy night.
Holy
I don't know any more words. Guys, have a great night. Enjoy the rest of Impact Wrestling. Enjoy your holiday, whatever you celebrate. Eat some good food. Have some good laughs with your family.
And if you don't celebrate anything like me, it's fine too.
Hey, you know what? Josh is my family this year for Christmas.
Bye.